The NSE has just celebrated 60 years anniversary. What would you say are the key highlights in the 6 decades of existence?
Well, over 60 years, the exchange has grown considerably. And I think for us, the major highlight is that we've been able to contribute to the development of the economy, to the development of this country. The exchange was started before independence, but through the changes that the country has gone through, we've always been there. We've always supported companies. We've always availed investment opportunities to investors. And I think that's a very, very good story. We've achieved a number of milestones. We started when trading used to take place over a cup of coffee at the exchange bar at the Stanley. We've evolved to what we have now, which is purely electronic trading over a network. So our traders don't actually need to come to the exchange. And we are now looking to the next phase, which is to offer this service through the internet, through mobile phones. So a complete transformation in the way that we do our business.
Of course, still on development, we'll also talk about the growth enterprise market segment, which is GEMS, which was actually initiated to help small cap companies raise capital. But we've not seen much activity on that since the first listing, which was mid last year. Why is this the case?
We've launched this market last year, at the beginning of last year. We have one listing. We have a couple of listings in the pipeline. I personally am very happy with the progress that we are making. It's always a slow start when you're starting something new, and then it builds up and it carries on with and grows the momentum. So I am pretty pleased with the progress we've made so far, and I'm very optimistic that actually that junior market will be one of the best things that we've done in the last couple of years.
You did mention that you will be expecting a couple of listings this year, and the interest would be to find out in the GEMS market, what do you expect? But of keen interest is the IPOs, the initial public offerings. We've not seen any in about 3 years. Is there anything in the pipeline?
Yes, certainly there's going to be an IPO on the main market. We usually do not disclose the identities of these companies before they themselves go public. And I am sure we have 2 or 3 companies in the pipeline for the GEMS market. Financial services companies, investment companies, and the announcement will be made at the appropriate time.
Let's now talk about the Real Estate Investment Trust. With just this week, we saw the Capital Markets Authority licensing 3 managers, bringing to a total of 5. Give us an update on what we can expect and what has been going on with the REITs in terms of the REITs department.
We expect that we'll launch the REITs market certainly this year. We have the system in place to be able to trade it. The regulations are in place. The rules are basically done. We are waiting for formal CMA approval, and then we can launch the market. As you mentioned, managers have been approved, and there are applications now for actual REITs. And so certainly very soon this year, we will be able to go live with the REITs market.
Let's take a look at the regional markets, and in this case I'm talking about Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and also Uganda. Now if you combine the stock markets of the EAC, you have about 70 listed companies. Now if you take that and now put it into contrast to the JSE in South Africa, there are about 400 listed companies. How then do we develop the East African regional stock market to such a command?
One of the criticisms of African stock exchanges generally is that they are small and not liquid. And therefore, people with capital to deploy are not able to do so quickly. As the liquidity improves, it feeds on itself. What we need to do is to get that virtuous cycle started. And a lot of the things we are doing are geared at exactly that. We have the GEMS market to make it easier for companies to get listed. We have the new products. We will be launching exchange-traded funds, which make it easier for investors to get a more diversified instrument that is listed. We will be doing the derivatives market, which enables companies, individuals to hedge their risks, but also creates a more liquid market in the underlying securities. So we think that we have a formula for doing it. It will take a lot of hard work, certainly, over the next 5 years. That's what we are gearing up for. And that's why we are inviting investors to take another look at the exchange and to join us as we walk this journey.
And lastly, Peter, how far are we from demutualization?
We are very close to the end now. We had a list of things to do. We've accomplished most of them. We've discussed all the issues that were outstanding between the exchange and the regulator, between the exchange and our shareholders, and so on. We've submitted our final application to CMA. I am very optimistic that we will get their final approval certainly within this quarter, and then we can formally complete the process of demutualization.